Welcome to Week 18 Build and Battle. This is a crazy slate. Honestly, I feel like there's a massive edge, so let's just attack it. Let's get into it. And yeah, hope everyone had a great New Year's. Happy New Year's, everyone. Welcome to Build and Battle, the first edition of 2024, the 18th edition of the NFL season. Yeah, let's just jump right in. Had an awesome week 17. Was able to take down a smaller tournament on Underdog. So give us a little more bankroll for this week. Took down 2,500. Pretty awesome stuff. We'll definitely go over that. We'll look over the team here in like a week or so, and then we'll look over the prize pool and the structure of that tournament as well. So we'll take a look at that for sure. So be on the lookout for that. 31 out of 50 subs. Make sure to slap a sub, jump in, be a part of the Finding Value community. Gonna make a Discord at some point, probably get that going. But we want to work on building the community up a bit in here, and then we might build like a Discord at some point and kind of have that as another option of communication. So without further ado, let me just put on some. Let's put on some Night Drive. Well, let's do the original lo-fi here. And then let me make sure this is all set up correctly on my channel. I think we should be good. Yep, we're good. We are good to go. All right. Yeah, let's just hop in. Dog's eating food if you hear him. Sorry about that. Yeah, let's do it. I had a nice little bink on let me see here. I had a nice PGA bink the other day. I didn't win, but I got 8th, so that's pretty cool. That was a nice little win for me. Got a little more extra bankroll, I guess, for the Battle Royales. But I think there's just a massive edge this week. I mean, simply put, I have my own ranks in here. We're also going to build a Saturday slate before the game starts here in a couple hours, but yeah, this stuff's awesome, dude. I think this is just a fun slate. For me, I'm kind of trying to play it a little bit different. There's some plays I probably need to get some exposure to, like Brees. Probably should get some more Brees exposure. Probably should get more James Conner exposure. But there's a few people I'm just fading straight up. Like, I think I'm just like mostly fading Amon-Ra this week. Kind of scary, but like I don't buy it. Like, I think he might play. Like, if Minnesota goes up by a lot, they're probably just going to sit, or Detroit. If Detroit goes up by a lot, they're just going to sit, I think. So, honestly, I feel like JJ might play the whole game, might just try to rack up a nice score, get to 1,000 yards again. Whatever it may be. Lamb's kind of a scary, but I think I am JJ over Lamb this week. JJ just destroys the Lions, and I think there's a better chance JJ is playing into the second half, which I think is relevant here. I think Lamb could obviously score 2 touchdowns in the first half, and that's it. But like, they could also score 3 touchdowns. One goes to Cooks, one goes to Ferguson, one goes to Pollard, and then that's it. Like, that's the game. The game's over. You got the backups coming in. You got Trey Lance coming in to play some quarterback. Like, who knows? Like, I think that game could be over quick, and let alone a defensive touchdown. I think there's just a lot of ways Lamb could fail. He's still going to have a solid game, but like, you're kind of betting on him just not to score 30 here, and maybe JJ can. So I'm just JJ over him, and then I just love attacking the Tampa Bay guys, just grabbing as many as I can in every draft. Godwin, Evans, Baker, they have so much to play for. Might even be a shootout if there's some more coming back on the other side with Bryce Young, but I mean, we'll see. We'll see if they can really fight back. But I think either way, Baker's got a lot to play for. He does have some incentives to win, to make the playoffs. So we'll see what he does. Ridley, I like Ridley a lot this week, but I also like Christian Kirk equally, because when Christian Kirk was around, like, Ridley was like an afterthought, honestly. Like, Ridley has been very inconsistent all year, even when he had so much opportunity. So like, I'm just not like a big Ridley guy. I mean, he's had good games, but Ridley's just been like bad overall. But could be good this week. I think Jacksonville has a lot to play for too. They have a good matchup. So yeah, we'll dive into that one. I feel like the price on DJ Moore Fields is a little bit high, but I mean, they have a lot to play for too, just like pride, so to speak. But I just think I don't know. I just don't really see them having that much success this week. But I definitely want to sprinkle them in, so that's why their ADP is so high. I don't really want to take Dak unless I get Lamb or Ferguson. I just don't really see how it's there, but I think I should probably be racking up some more Pollard. I'm gonna reset my rankings here just so I can have a full slate here. But I'm gonna probably be trying to take more Pollard, more Mason. Mason's been my biggest. They don't, but they said they're gonna play the starters. So, or Dan Campbell said they're playing the starters. So, I mean, they could move up one spot to the 2 seed, but that's only if Dallas loses. So they're probably gonna play. That's why I don't think they're gonna play the whole game. But I mean, Dan Campbell might just play them all, and then maybe Amon-Ra smashes, Laporta smashes. But I'm just gonna play that doesn't happen, and I'll play a different route. But I think there's just a massive edge. Like Jordan Mason, Zamir White's going too low. Jordan Mason's going too low. What's wrong, buddy? What's wrong? Jordan Mason's going too low. Some of these quarterbacks like this I think Waller and Tyrod's pretty good. Slayton's good too. Obviously you can take a shot on like Noah Gray. I don't even know who this is. Nick Muse. Let's see here. Yeah, I think Kate Otten's too low. Munt's too low. Noah Gray's too low. Kyle Pitts, I wouldn't say he's too low, but there's just a lot of mispriced guys. What's up, Joss? welcome. Enjoy the content. Did full stars up at half? Yeah, that's where I am too, Chris. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, Laporta's not bad because I think like the way I see it is like rather play Dallas through Ferguson instead of through Lamb, just because tight end, you just get like one touchdown and you're there. Whereas like Lamb could be more risky coming up the 101. Oh man. Oh. Oh. All right. Trey McBride is probably like my top owned tight end this slate. I think he's just like a clear tier break. I think Ingram's good. Kirk's back, so it may downgrade Ingram a tiny bit. But I just think like should be playing the whole game. Kelsey's out. Like there's a lot of tight ends that are just out of the slate now. For one reason or another. Laporta might be a good shout just because of his upside. I just kind of think like these teams that are playing a half, like who can get there? The running backs or the tight ends have a better chance of getting there than the quarterbacks and receivers. Because one or two touchdowns from a tight end is you're done, or even one touchdown and you're good, and you can get that in a half easily. Whereas like if you don't get a full half from Lamb, it might not be enough if he doesn't score like every touchdown. So that's my thought process. I still want to take Lamb because I think he's just like a person you don't miss out on. But I'm like JJ over all of them, and that's kind of where I'm at. Running backs, I think taking a heavy exposure on the Seattle guys. Cover boy, we have Lockett, JSN, and Metcalf as their cover boys today. And I think like if you get the pushback with James Conner or Trey McBride, I think it just makes a lot of sense to pull the Seattle guys up and bring them along for the ride. They have a ton of play for too. They need to win to have a chance to make the playoffs. And all they need is Chicago to beat Green Bay to make the playoffs, which is very possible with how good Chicago's playing. So I really like going like I haven't done much Connor, but like going McBride and then bringing some Seattle guys back with like Geno, or you can go Kyler and then add Metcalf, or Kyler and add Kenneth Walker. But I also like Kenneth Walker too because they could just dominate this game, and Kenneth Walker could score like 2 or 3 touchdowns. So I do like that as well. Murray Stack's popular. Connor seems like a lock for 20. Yeah, you could even do Murray Connor too. I think Murray's a good play. FJJ and Mike Evans right now in this draft. How to Lynn's playing. Nose dive that plane. Oh man, that's a very good start. I like the JJ Evans start. I don't know. Grab your Mullins. Mullins is pretty sneaky too. I think Mullins is not getting drafted enough. Very popular in the cash game streets. I just think, I think you land that with like a T-Law, Ingram, or like a McBride, Kyler, or a Baker, something like that. I've been going Mason over Mitchell all week. I think that's probably the right trend. he's gonna play, but like he's the number 2 there in San Fran, so I think he might like play like half, or he might play like 1 or 2 drives and then just let Mason go the rest of the way, just to keep Mitchell healthy. So I don't know. I think there could be a lot of Mason. There could even be another guy in the mix too, but I think Mason should play a lot. So that's kind of where I'm going. Full disclosure there, I'm going heavy on Mason. I've been grabbing some Gibbs just in the same vein of like maybe he scores a touchdown or 2, gets me there early. Definitely need to take more Pollard. I think that's like a leak in my game right now. So I'm going to need to take more Pollard. So that's our goal today. We're going to take more Pollard, take more Zamir. We're going to take some more James Conner. Because right now I've just been grabbing Jordan Mason and Zamir pretty much like nonstop. So we'll try it around. She and Slayton totally live. Yeah, for sure. 100%, Christopher. I think they're very good plays this week. But yeah, like I said, here in a week or so, maybe like the beginning of next week or something like that, I'm going to go ahead and chat about my whole season as a whole. I was able to be profitable, so that was pretty cool. And then obviously we're coming into playoff best ball, so we'll be doing a ton of that soon. Get the Ohana Card Break guys on there, and some other people will be chatting about some playoff best ball more. But yeah, awesome year. Very, very happy with how it went. Had a nice season-long team that finished first well in that league, so that was cool. So a couple nice finishes. Could have been better, could have been worse. Just really thankful for that. It's been my best year yet, so hopefully maybe next year can be better. But who knows? So, or this year could be even better. Khalil Herbert's been smashing lately. Yeah, he's got a weird thing going on. I've been taking some Roshan because Foreman's been like inactive. I don't know if he's gonna be inactive this week, and then Herbert's dealing with like a personal issue. So I like Herbert also. That's a good play, but I've been like low key taking some Roshan just because what if Herbert doesn't play? Like Roshan's kind of sneaky there. He might get all the work. Everyone's drafting Fields, DJ Moore, so that's massive leverage there if he like ends up scoring 2 on the ground. So I kind of like going his way as well as like a really dart throw, but it might be worth just going Herbert. And then if Herbert doesn't play, you switch to Roshan. That's probably sharper. So I might do that more. So anyway, let's jump into some. I'll leave the default rankings down and we'll just jump in. See how goal line stands treats are looking. This one's got 4 left, so we can maybe hop in a couple more. We'll get in a battle royale, and then we'll see if how DeBomb's looking. Maybe we could do $100 DeBomb today. Okay, 4 people. That thing ain't gonna fill. I'll try to get in the bomb tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. Got NBA starting here at 6. NFL game starting at 3:30. Really, these games today aren't going to be very good, so I don't know how much I'm going to watch. But Gauntlet's getting pretty close to filling, which is cool. I'll probably get a couple more in there before it closes. We'll see how this weekend goes, and maybe I'll do some PGA best ball, even though I'm really bad at it. I think Munt over all over for sure. I like the double stack. I also like going Mullins and Addison. I've just been kind of stacking that game in all sorts of ways because the Detroit defense is very bad. So yeah, let's do a couple battle royales here. We'll do like 3 or 4, and then we'll hop over to DraftKings to finish up. So 101, give me my JJ share. Yeah, this will help me smooth out my exposures a little bit because I think drafting off ranks, you kind of like forget about who's where. So like I'll probably be able to get more of these guys in this range, like this James Conner, Breece Hall, Devontae Adams. I'll be able to get more of that exposure. So get our JJ share there. And yeah, I've just been taking JJ anywhere I can. If I get him 1, 2, or 3, I'm just taking JJ, no matter what, like full stop. And I'm fine taking a heavyweight on JJ. It's like one of my favorite players in the league. So can't go wrong with that. And he's in a good spot. It's not like I'm just only because I like him. So look at these games a little bit. I think this Carolina Tampa Bay game has like a sneaky shootout potential. I mean, Vegas doesn't think so. So I'm probably wrong there. But I think 36.5 seems a little low. But I guess the real question is like, can the Buccaneers score points? And can Bryce Young move the ball? And both those things are true. I think Bryce Young should have an easier time moving the ball in the Bucs because their defense is really like Swiss cheese. So, I mean, there's a world where this game could shoot out to like 40-45. And that would be enough. But this New Orleans Tampa Atlanta game is very interesting. Probably need to take more Bijan as well. Some shots on Bijan or London Pitts as well. But yeah, the Seattle Arizona game is my favorite. I try to grab in every draft like at least one. Took the Mullins Munt over Ott Baker. Shall see how that 2v2 pans out. Because that's a Mullins Munt. So that's a Mullins triple. Whew. I've done that before, or a Mullins double. Definitely done that before. Got Connor sniped on Walker McBride after that. That's not bad. Little mini stacker. All right, so CeeDee Lamb, JJ's gone. This is probably a. Maybe I'll go DJ Moore Fields on this one. Yeah, let's do that. Let's have some fun. I pretty much 90% of the time I'm going Rachaad White, so I want to change it up a bit. I don't want my whole day to be contingent on Rachaad White succeeding. Even though I think he will do good. But yeah. Fun slate. I think it's really fun. Like, this is the kind of stuff I'd like. Like, I don't know if it'll be my best week or not, but it feels good. Like, it feels like a good slate. Like, I feel like a lot of people are making mistakes. Like, I personally don't think Puka should be drafted at all, and he's been drafted in like every draft. I don't think he should be drafted at all. I think he's going to score like 5 fantasy points, and he's going to sit the rest of the game. And I don't think people realize that. Maybe I'm wrong, but I find it hard to believe that he's going to play like a full allotment of snaps. They're just going to put him in, get him his record, give him the record, and then take him out, in my opinion. He could score a bomb on one of those, but I'm not in the business of assuming that's going to happen. I want James Conner here. If I can get James Conner and then like go a Geno stack, that'd be fun. I have no James Conner exposure. So this guy should go Dak. And then I'll go James Conner. Okay, yeah, we just like stack that game up? I kind of like that idea. Or let's go Metcalf. Let's go Metcalf instead of McBride. Kind of regret that already. I probably should have went McBride there, but that's fine. But yeah, I love Aaron Jones this week. I think Dylan's out, so that's just a good bet to make, I think. Yeah, there's some interesting spots this week. No doubt. We'll do like 4 battle royales, and we'll do this goal line stand, and then hop over to DK to finish up for the day. Yeah, but I hope everyone had a good New Year's and a good end of the season. Still got the playoffs to enjoy if you're just gonna watch or whatever you decide to do on the playoff stuff. I suggest playoff best ball. I love it, but there's tons of things you can do. You just relax and enjoy the games, and those games are so entertaining. So I usually try to just watch some of the games too. Is that anything on the line? I mean, so if one of these, if McBride or DK are there, I'm going to take them. I also think there's a good leverage on Lockett and JSN because just take one of them and you're already getting unique with your Seattle stack. So I just like them in general. Laporta moving up the board a bit. I don't disagree with that, I guess. I don't hate it. Ingram feels a little bit more shaky. Like, he's still a good play, but like with all of them back, probably, I just want to take more Christian Kirk at this point. I just want to take more. I need more of that for sure. So let's go. We'll go Aaron Jones to get this like game environment stack. So what was our goals? Taking more James Conner and taking more of, especially just James Conner is really what I wanted, I think. Oh, Laporta. James Conner and Laporta were the guys I kind of wanted a little more exposure to. So maybe this will be a Laporta team. He's done many times. He's scored a couple touchdowns in the first half and then done nothing the rest of the game. I can see that happening for sure. So we'll grab Laporta here, and then let's go. Oh yeah, Pollard. I want more Pollard, right? So we'll go Pollard here, and then we either have the option of Geno or Mullins or Goff. Is Goff getting drafted? Yeah, he is. Okay. I like all of these. I will probably go Mullins as my top guy here. As scary as that sounds. All right. Chase interesting too. I mean, I don't have any Chase, but I don't think I need it. Let's go. Let's get a tight end. You go to double with Komet. We go Tucker Kraft. I don't really want to go Tucker Kraft. It's kind of like ambiguous. There's a lot of ambiguity there. I'm going to go Ferguson. And then I'm going to go mini of Kirk and Hopkins with the, yeah, we'll do that. I usually like going 2 running backs. I feel like it's a little bit better, but I think you can do anything in this and it works out. You just got to get the points. So yeah, let's see. Do I want to go with Geno? I mean, do I want to go with no Goff? Probably where I'm at this week. So let's go with Mullins. I think he's fine. And let's get a couple more ripped here. Let's get 2 more going. So we'll do 4 total, and then the goal line stand, and then we'll hop over to DK for the end here. Yeah, I just think the slate is awesome. Like I think the slate's really cool. I think it's just so many ways you can go wrong, which is good for like people that are really in tune, which I think I would classify myself as. So I just think there's just a lot of advantages to that. Like Kyram's getting drafted in the first 10% of drafts. Like that's like a dead roster spot. Obviously you can swap him and you can get a fine swap still, but you're just missing out on a 2nd round pick that way, which is definitely not optimal. Doesn't bury you, but it's not great. Like I don't want to swap my Justin Jefferson shares. I'd rather swap my my shares of Christian Kirk to someone per se, since I'm already paying no draft capital for it. Yeah, so I'll do the mini here. I think Hopkins is really awesome just because he has a lot of incentive, and Tennessee's gonna get. Oh, this is this one. Okay, well I still want to do JJ there. There's a lot of incentive to play well for Hopkins. Obviously, if you get some bonuses for having a good game, and then along with that, I think Tennessee's going to play hard, and that just opens up the opportunity for a big scoring game. I'm assuming that that game's a 40-point total, so not bad at all. I'm excited for this game. I will watch this one probably a lot of it. This game looks really good. Houston Texans game. Give me another JJ share here, and then I'm going to get something else there. So I got my Hopkins and Kirk here. So I got a Justin Fields, Aaron Jones, DJ Moore, Jake Ferguson, and Hopkins. Yeah, I just think that's the way to attack it, in my opinion. I mean, it doesn't always work out, but if you're going to play a game like, okay, this game might be a blowout in the second half, like let me take a guy like Ferguson. Maybe he makes 2 touchdowns and Lamb doesn't get there. And then they put their backups in the second half, or like they run the ball the whole second half, right? So I just think that makes a lot of sense in my mind. Get another Pollard share in this one probably if I can. All right, dude. I'm not sure what's going on with the doggy here. So this one is done. I got the 101 here, and I got the 106 here. So no JJ on this one. So this is kind of where I've just been doing weird stuff. Like I don't even mind. Like I don't mind scrolling down and grabbing this. Like it doesn't matter to me. Like I'll just grab whatever I feel open to. Which I think here maybe I'll go Hurts, AJ if I can get that. I don't think this guy will let me. Maybe he'll take Mike Evans, but I don't know. I think the deuce is loose. Rico's playing, right? There he goes in. I think he only played because Rico is out, but I guess if they're, if you want to take that second half bet that he's going to play a lot, I guess that's fine. I don't hate that. Mike Evans. Dang it. Well, I mean, I could still do Hurts. Yeah, let's do that. Let's have some fun here. We'll do Hurts and Evans. I wanted to get some exposure of these first quarterbacks. Like I don't have a lot of Dak, Fields, or Hurts, but I probably shouldn't be. I shouldn't have 0%. I got JJ at 5. Are you taking a Monra? I'm not taking a Monra, but if you get JJ at 5, I mean, and you can get a Monra, that's kind of interesting. Yeah, I'm taking JJ whenever I can. If he's on the board when I'm up to draft, I'm taking him. Smith out. Yeah, Smith's out. Take Goddard plus Julio plus Quez. I will not be taking Julio or Quez, but I would take Goddard. I mean, I don't mind Goddard to Hurts. Or you can take him unstacked. I mean, Hurts, you really don't need to stack up at all. McBride gone? Damn. People are on the McBride stuff right now. I mean, it's kind of interesting to do this, like to take Ferguson and Pollard next, and just be like, okay, I fade Lamb and get all of the points through Pollard and Ferguson. It's kind of interesting. I wonder if that like would propel me at all. Let's go Breece Hall and Devontae Adams. Let's go Olave instead. Let's go Olave, and then I want to get some more Bijan exposure. So we might go that direction here. And then we'll do our Tyrod Waller stack. It's really fun just because we would just cast a check. I feel like you win more if you like just straight up bet Julio. Non-financial advice, obviously. But I just feel like that makes more sense than putting him on your like he has to go freaking crazy to be even remotely viable in this. I mean, I'm doing this. If I can, I'm doing this. Like this actually like is pretty sharp. Like, okay, I get Pollard touchdowns, I get Ferguson touchdowns, Lamb gets nothing, and then I'd have JJ over him. I feel like that's like max leverage. So we're gonna do that. I don't know how sharp it is, but I think it makes sense. Such a good, sharp angle, I feel like, at the very least. All right, so give me more Olave, and I'll take another Breece share. I mean, is it a week for Hunter Henry? Is he playing? What's happening with Hunter Henry? He's out again. Damn. What kind of Gesicki like points is 6 targets? I mean, that's not. I don't think he should be undrafted, for sure. But he shouldn't be like heavily drafted. But I think he makes sense. I'll think about it. I mean, I'd take Julio in this, I guess. Even then, I think it's too thin. I mean, what are we doing here? But if you bet Julio to get 2 touchdowns, that would be insanity. Whereas you get 2 touchdowns for Julio here, like you might not even win. You still are gonna lose. I feel like there's just better places to get that action down. Yeah, I know you guys are just trolling. Maybe I don't think Adam was trolling, but 100% serious right there for Adam here. All right, let's go Pollard again. If I can get Pollard, I'll keep my Pollard going. My James Conner Pollard. Should keep trying to grab more McBride. Like I'm not done drafting. I'll probably do like another 10 or so drafts before, or I'll probably do more honestly, but I'll do a lot more drafts before slate locks here tomorrow. So maybe get some overlay and the BR. So it's like 44% fill. Who knows how many it's going to get in there, but I think there'll be some overlay. But I don't know. Like the slate usually, like I don't know. Like, there's a lot of variance, I think, obviously, but I just think this slate's pretty interesting. I have to go back that far to see what happened last time at Chalk Super played against Washington, how that turned out. Talk about the Hill week. What difference between that week and this week is that there's no chance that like they sit their starters at half. Or not sit their starters, but they play like extremely conservative at half. Whereas that's like pretty live for this situation. Yeah, I'll go Pollard. And was this going to be my Bijan team? Oh, this is the Bijan team. Okay. But yeah, you're right. I remember that game was crazy. Scored like 2 bombs in the first quarter or something. Tyreek. Oh, this guy took Pollard. Damn it. All right, well, we'll do this. We'll do another Bijan share. If you don't have DJ Chark, just give up. I actually like him this week. I think he makes sense. I've been grabbing a lot of Bryce Young, or not a lot, but I've grabbed some Bryce Young and Thielen. And nothing to play for then, too. That was in the middle of the season. That was like week 12 or like week 14 or something. There's tons to play for. You got to win the game. Once Dallas locks up the win, they can just chill. And there's no chance of pushback on their side, really. Well, I guess there is. But there's a very viable world where they have 28-0 and then Lamb doesn't get another catch for the rest of the game. Maybe Lamb already went for 150 and 3 at that point, but I'm willing to bet against it. It won't be on every team. Like I'm gonna have some Lamb exposure, but I'm gonna be much more heavy on JJ. CMC next week. Oh, you're talking about CMC. Oh, Oh, okay, gotcha. Jesus, I was thinking of Hill like a couple weeks back. Okay, you're right. Yeah. Yep. So with that logic, yeah, very, very much so. Okay, I thought you were on CMC. Yeah, no, pretty much nothing to play for. I mean, they wanted to win the game because they had a better chance of. They needed to stay ahead of Philly, but then Philly helped them out. But yeah, pretty much nothing to play for there. Not a lot. Pretty much a free W. It's just the way Washington against the Niners would pan out, obviously. So yeah, it's interesting. Good angle there. Is Amir White gone? Yep. So Pierce Strong's been getting drafted a lot as well. I think he makes sense. Is there anyone down here that makes any sense? Like you can go the Ronnie Rivers route. I mean, I don't think that's like an awful take. Massive busted Greenland could fall. Yeah. I mean, there's a world where we turn over the cards and Lamb he scores 150 and 2 in the first half, and you're like, well, that didn't work. But then there's a world where he has 70 yards and no touchdown, and you're looking like a genius. So, and I think more often than not, you're looking at the fact where he's got like 80 yards and a touchdown, and he doesn't break the slate for you. So that's kind of what I'm betting on. Like I'm betting on hopefully he doesn't break the slate. Or be a guy you need right away, just because like the game environment, the necessity of the game, the game to be wrapped up quickly, and obviously there's no guarantee that he gets every single touchdown. It's not always how it works. So, okay, can we get Geno on this team? It's a Geno team. Baker, Godwin. Godwin's gone too. Oh shoot, I'm running out of options here. Kirk. Lawrence Kirk. Okay, good. Whew. Got scared. I thought I was running out of options there. All right, so then I'm last receiver here or running back. All right, I'm gonna crowdsource this one. What do you guys want to do? What do you guys want on this team? 22 picks away. So we can go with like a JSN or Adam Thielen, or we go Chark. It could be Chark week, like you said. Be Chark week. Christopher, go the Chark route, or we can go. I mean, I think Monty's viable. I guess Swift is fine. I mean, Swift's probably a good play. Like he's probably not getting drafted enough, and there's no reason he can't score. Yeah, I probably need to sprinkle in some Swift because he plays and he smashes. I'm going to be very tilted. We got Roshan too. I think he's a good play regardless, but if Herbert's out, I think he's a really smart play. We can go Rashid Shaheed. Go Wandale. We can go Slayton still there. Probably not. Yeah. Okay. So these are probably our options here if you guys want to pick between those two. Shaheed, Slayton. Only one choice. Slayton's gone. Shaheed, Chark, Thielen, Jason might be there. We got Montgomery, Roshan. This is the goal line stand. 3K to first. Clyde. Ooh. Man, I guess I don't hate it, but man, that's just not a fun feeling. I'm pretty much off. I mean, Kittle, they don't have anything to play for, so I don't really know why Kittle would play a lot, but I mean, I guess it's possible. I can't believe Julio's getting drafted like this. I think this is the worst click. Like, I think this is the worst click, but I mean, maybe I'm just a fish for that, but I think this is an awful click. Sorry, Julio Jones. I'll take you in playoff best ball, but I just don't think that's a smart click. But I mean, here you go. Here comes the Julio 103 game tomorrow, and then I'm gonna be looking like an idiot. Yeah, I'm down with Rashid. They're not playing Tampa Bay, but yeah, I'm down with Rashid. They're playing Atlanta. Tyjae, I think Tyjae's sick. That's actually really fun. I might play Tyjae in DFS. Tyjae's a sick ass play. That's pretty fun, especially given the game script here. Well, I mean, I guess it could go either way. You can go like Henry, I guess, but locking Julio for 3 touchdowns. Yeah, I might have to make some side props for that. The absolute explosion from Julio Jones. I'm down for either of these. I kind of like both Tajay or Rashid. I take both of them. I don't have any Tajay yet, but I've only done one goal line stand. So I'll do some more of these. I think this is pretty fun to like open the player pool a bit because there's still a lot of plays I like down here. And like that doesn't even like open up the fact that you got like all of these guys. Like these guys aren't getting drafted. Like that makes more sense. Like you can get all of these guys here. And then you got all the Chargers receivers. There's just a lot of stuff undrafted here. Like I don't think you have to get that thin. But I mean, there's tons of stuff down there that's going to get there. Like there's all the Chargers that can get there. There's all the Chiefs. There's those Browns receivers. There's the Rams receivers. There's the San Francisco receivers. Like there's so much stuff that's like getting untouched that it's probably worth sprinkling in. But I think like the best way to do it is like, okay, let me get Easton Stick and Josh Palmer, or let me get Darnold and Ronnie Bell. So you can get like a double leverage where like, let's say Easton somehow breaks the slate and then you have Palmer along for the ride. I think that makes more sense. That's probably the way to do it. Like I don't think you take a one-off Ronnie Bell, but I think it makes a ton of sense if you correlate the quarterback with it. So I'll sprinkle those in. Like any of these guys, like give me a Blaine Gabbert to Richie James stack. Give me Stidham to Sutton stack. Give me the Howell to McLaurin. Give me the Easton Stick to Palmer. I think that all makes a ton of sense here. So crazy Cooper Rush is getting drafted. Yeah, I'm going to have to take an eye on that. Shaheed or Tajay. I think I want to go Tajay just because it sounds really fun. Tajay can go for 20 and have PPR. He's a better PPR back, but he's a good play regardless. Like if Ingram or if Jacksonville's rolling, guys you need are not exactly the guys I draft. Anything you don't draft is with the guys we need. I need to know your exposures this week. Just kidding. Hey, it could be Josh Palmer week. Know you're a Josh Palmer, bro. All right, let's go Tajay, and then we'll head over to DK to finish off this beautiful, beautiful stream. All right, stop screen here. Let's move over to DK. That was a lot of fun. We'll do the Saturday special, and then we'll be done after we do my Sunday slate as well. All right. Let's go this one first. So, I mean, no brainer. We're playing Stroud, 100%. I mean, we could do Stroud. We also could go Huntley and get cheaper. I think I'd just rather play Stroud in a nutshell. I think this is where you get your cheap guys, though. Let's hit this Baltimore dudes. Like, let's see what's going on here. We need some help, Adam. Who are we playing over here? James Cook's not in or Dalvin Cook's not in the player pool. Is it Melvin Gordon week? Honestly, I don't even want to play a Baltimore guy because like they're just gonna lose. Like they have a lot of incentive to lose this game. I think. I mean, they might just win either way just because they want to compete. But I don't know. Like they have so much reason to lose this game. Baltimore. I don't know. I need help. I need help with this one. Whereas Pittsburgh has a ton to play for. So let's go back to Deontay. I don't know. I think Pickens is going to be pretty chalky this week, and I don't think that's necessarily right. But I think going to Pittsburgh guys is probably the sharp play. Let's go. I mean, Najee makes more sense. But no, we're going Stroud, Nico, like 100% going Stroud, Nico. And then let's play Najee Harris. I don't want to, but I will. And let's play Pittsburgh D. Yeah, I think this is a good start here. Is that the most expensive defense? Ravens are most expensive defense. I don't know. I'm not really sure what's happening at the Ravens, like what they're doing. But I imagine they're not going to be trying very hard this game. So, I mean, they're going to play hard most likely. I just mean, like, I don't know. I just don't see a lot of benefit to really going that hard. Houston has a good rush defense. So let's fade. I'm just totally off the top here. I mean, I'm entering a million maker, so or a 500K contest. I'm just gonna be throwing it in. So let's vibe it out. Let's go Schultz, CJ Stroud, Nico Collins, Schultz. Oh, there's a lot of salary left. Jesus. Singletary, Collins, Schultz. And then let's see what else we can get on the other side of this game. We can get Pickens, Warren, likely. Maybe you hammer this tight end on the you go Kolar season. You go Kolar and then like get up to something. You go Pittman. That's kind of fun. I'll do this, I think. Instead of Schultz, I mean, I like Schultz, but let's just do the double. Let's go Singletary, Nico. Is Noah Brown playing? Noah Brown's out. Yeah, I mean, I'll just do Singletary. Play the best plays there, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, let's play Kolar. I think that's fun. I don't know. Maybe they'll throw it a lot. Throw the tight end. They'll get some drives together. He'll get some points, and then we'll just say Pittsburgh wins easily, and Najee gets a touchdown. Deontay gets a touchdown, and then we get the points from whatever, maybe some sacks or something. Maybe a pick. I mean, Huntley's good though, dude. I don't know. Are they gonna play Huntley? Is Huntley the starter? I don't know, dude. I'm like walking it back now. I kind of want to play something else, but I don't think you play either of these defenses. I think you could go Baltimore if you'd rather do that. Can't afford it, so I don't know. Maybe I have the bad read. If Baltimore wins this game, I probably just lose just because I'm not gonna have enough pieces from that game. But I think this is a smart way to play it, just because you get all the Houston guys and you get a lot of Indy exposure. And I mean, I could pull a lever here and go like this, and just get instantly unique. I think that makes sense too. I mean, I love Josh Downs, but I kind of want to pull that lever. So what's the difference between that? So we can go. That's like taking any of these guys. I'm taking. Wait, where am I at here? Oh, yeah, I'm taking Deontay over any receiver. That's fine. So I think that's a good uniqueness lever there to just get myself unique. Doesn't really miss out on anything there. I miss out on nothing here. I miss out on nothing there. I miss out on Kylan Granson there, so that doesn't really hurt me. I miss out on, I could go to JT obviously as a pivot there, and then I could play it whatever defense I want. So I think this is a decent way to play it. Obviously, Josh Downs probably has a better chance of getting there than Pierce, but I mean, if Pierce gets a touchdown, you're looking good, and he's like kind of a punt guy that makes sense in this build. It's like a shootout. So I think this is pretty fun. We got the Stroud, Nico, Alpha, and then we get some Singletary stuff going on the back end there. So this should be fun. This game's going to be really fun. I can't wait for that one. So we'll just roll with this. I think leaving 1,000 on the table is going to actually give me pretty relatively unique. So John Mechie cast a check. I don't think I can do John Mechie anymore. I hope he does good. I'm a big Mechie guy, but just don't. He's done it to me too many times. All right, so let's see how we want to attack this slate here. Let's go. Let's rip in Pollard right away. Always want to start your build freaking Tony Pollard. And then let's stack Seattle, Arizona. Who's my cover back? Oh yeah, Olave on the other side. I think Olave's in a great spot. I think they move him around the slot and the outside. I think he's going to be in for a good day. And I mean, they need him. They need him to play well. They need Atlanta. New Orleans needs to win, and Atlanta needs to win to give themselves a chance. So I think they both make a ton of sense. So we're going to rip it in as usual on our cover boys. So let's go with Olave, and then let's get Metcalf and JSN in here. Metcalf, JSN, and then we'll go McBride on the other side. Let's have fun with that. And then let's get a punt running back. Jordan Mason. Let's get a punt receiver. Let's get our defense going. Just gonna ram this lineup in real quick. So we got one going late. We got Pollard going late. Is probably more running back value than there's receiver value, but we'll take a look. Yeah, the receiver value is kind of weird, I think. I would imagine. I think there's a ton of defenses that are viable. I think going like Chargers makes some sense against Gabbert. I think I'd rather Dowdle over Pollard. I mean, I don't hate that. I think it's a little thin. IRL? Fair. I mean, Tony's been awful, but I don't know. I think it's probably a little thin. I mean, like, I guess if you're betting on the game to be a blowout, which I kind of am, I don't think it's bad, but they might just put Deuce Vaughn in. And he might be the guy you want in the second half. But there's a world where like Dowdle like takes over the backfield, but I don't know. He's looked better than Pollard most of the year, so you got your Galaxy brain on today, Christopher. You might want to throw these into the Battle Royale a little bit. Just throw a couple of double Galaxy brain bullets in there. It's a good week to be Galbrain, I think. I mean, it could be a good week to be Galbrain. Shouldn't say that with such conviction, because I could get absolutely dusted this week because freaking Monra goes for 40 points. I think there's defenses down here that should make sense. Let's just go like the Rams defense. And I think that's just, I mean, probably don't want to do that. San Fran defense, they're really expensive. Yeah, then we do the Chiefs or the Chargers. I'm just gonna do the Chargers. You know, the Chargers defense is bad. Could definitely take some sacks there. I could go Denver defense. How much is the Raiders defense? 3,300. Yeah, it makes sense as well. Cincy defense. Let's do Bengals defense sucks also. Let's do that. Let's have fun with that. I think Pierre Strong could be chalky too. Texans smash the Colts. I'm rooting for that. I don't think it'll happen. I think it'll be a good game. But I mean, get my Roshan play on the board here. I could always swap to like Drake London or something. Yeah, let's do that. I mean, let's play Drake London in this one. I don't have a lot of London exposure. Josh Palmer. I mean, any of those Chargers guys make sense. I'm going to start doing that, though. I'm going to start sprinkling that in. Like, give me, like, the Easton Stick, Josh Palmer stack. Give me the Ronnie Bell, whatever his name is. Ronnie Bell, whatever. Because you just don't know. Like, one of those guys breaks a slate. Like, that really does gives you insane amount of leverage. Unlikely, but it's possible. So I think it makes sense to sprinkle it in. Let me go with Drake London here. And I might swap that to Fields, or like I might swap that to Roshan if like I get news that Herbert's out. But is there anything down there that I can swap here? Seattle, Arizona's at 3. Okay, Seattle, Arizona's at 3. So let's move JSN into the flex. Always remember, get your early guys in their flex, or early guys out of the flex. All right, let's do this. This looks good. Geno Smith, Tony Pollard, Jordan Mason, Chris Olave, DK Metcalf, Drake London, Trey McBride, JSN, and Bengals defense. Don't dupe me, bro. Can Henry crush our dreams? We talk about Derrick Henry. Whose dreams? Whose dreams are you talking about? Oh, shoot, wrong one. There you go. Are your dreams for the Jacksonville Jaguars to make the playoffs? What are you talking about? I think, I think Derrick Henry or Tyjae Spears makes a ton of sense this week in DFS or other stuff. Yeah, I got a lot of thoughts in my head now. I'm gonna have to get some more entries in. That's what's so fun about this is I kind of like I walked through the slate on this build battle on my Saturdays or Sundays, and it kind of like gives me like new perspective sometimes. And like now I just want to hammer more drafts and get some exposure to not only undrafted receivers but undrafted quarterbacks because there's so many like projectably good plays down there that like you can just benefit off. And if you get like the Easton Stick that goes for 30 points for some reason, and then you get his receiver, like that wins you the tournament. Like I think that's a big deal. So you can even do that even more so on like goal line stand, I guess. But I don't know. I think it'd be fun to fudge around with it. DFS I did bad all around, but best ball paid for, or my underdog paid for all of it, so I was good. Like I only played like $80 a week on. I mean, maybe that's a lot for some people, but whatever. I played like $80 a week on DFS, so like wasn't doing that much. I did more in underdog streets, and it kind of paid for it by playing more best ball and worked out, winning a small tournament on best ball or in on underdog. So in terms of DraftKings, not in the green, no way. But I didn't play like a lot of I didn't play like a big amount, I feel like. So I do play like some NBA as well, and I did get some wins off that as well. So it's not like I didn't brick every week. I had a lot of min cashes, but I haven't had a lot of like big hits. So, and then I had one really good week on Underdog for Battle Royale, and then I've had like solid weeks a couple times, but then other times I just get like wrecked. So I've been like so on the Battle Royale stuff, but it's fun. You always give yourself a shot. That Shroud week was my best shot. I had like a team in the top 20 for a while. Leaving some in DFS is actually winning, really. I don't know about all that, but I mean, having Underdog on the back on the other side of it is like just I don't know. I feel like there's a better chance of winning, and it's harder. It's hard. It's a different game, but the way you play it, I think you can be more exploitive, and I think it's just pretty fun. So I like having Underdog sprinkled in. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, exactly. Like min cashes don't really move the needle, so that's fair. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. I mean, I'm gonna do it next year too, but I think I've been like slowly scaling up my underdog play, and I think that's been like one of my best ideas I've had. I've just been enjoying it more. And I love drafting. I love doing that stuff way more. So it's just been really fun. So, but yeah, Underdog helped me offset my DFS trash lineups that I've made. We had a couple early on, like some we built on stream that were pretty good. Like we had one like finishing like got like $100, $200 or whatever. Slightly red most places, but not too heavy. Yeah, I know you had a rough best ball, but it's nice you were able to not go too bad. So hopefully next year you can rip it up again, or run hot is what I meant to say. But yeah, I mean it's fun. It's fun. Every year's a new year. You always have a new chance, but I feel like you learn every year. It doesn't mean you're gonna get better or you're gonna win more, but you learn every year, and you're gonna be you'll at least enjoy it more in the long run. And then obviously, hopefully you can realize some of that new learning and new process that you can take with you. So anyways, I'll stop rambling. I'll have a nice little like review later on. I've been taking some notes this year of like stuff I want to learn for next year, and hopefully I can apply that and like succeed with that. Or if I had this year next year, I'd be more than happy. But I'm always hoping for more, and I always want more, and I'm like very competitive, so I want to keep getting better. So I feel like this still work for me to do. But I have some notes that I'm gonna share with you all. You guys can maybe apply it on your own thing, or just at least learn and be like, oh, you learned this from this. That's pretty cool. So I think it's just gonna be a fun process to kind of look at the stuff that I missed, because I had some major misses, I had some major hits as well, but I had a lot of lessons to be learned from this year. And the main thing is like not being too overreactive, because that's where you find yourself falling into something that like is like a vicious cycle where it's like you overcorrect from the year before, and that's not always the right thing to do. So because every year is different. Like this year, like the tight ends are gonna be different this year, and you're like, okay, let me just go heavy on all the late tight ends again because it hit last year. Maybe that's not the case. Like there's a lot of tight ends that are gonna move up the board now, and maybe you want those more. So I don't know. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see the landscape. The quarterbacks might go down. You might draft more quarterbacks because you're scared of injury. I don't think that's a smart way to play either. So yeah, exactly, dude. I mean, that's all you can really ask for. I was hoping to get a ticket to BBM final, didn't get one, but I mean, hopefully one of these years I will, and I'll be more than happy just to have that chance. So, but I had 2 tickets to the finals this year. Had one chance with like a pretty nice prize pool. Didn't end up having a good enough receivers, but then I had the other one. I just ran hot and just dominated, got first place. So pretty cool. Can't complain. 2 finals teams. That's more than I've had ever. So I mean, if I get a couple finals teams next year, I'll be very happy. So, and I'll probably do like similar volume next year, depending on how like the offseason and the preseason or the postseason goes. Maybe I'll do more if the postseason goes well. But yeah, I probably plan to do somewhere similar. I didn't do too many, but I did a good amount. I didn't max everything, I guess I should say. I did a lot of drafts, but I didn't max everything. I didn't max anything other than like the small contests. So, but next year I think Eliminator might be like one of the funnest contests or the most fun contests to jump into, just because you can look at it every week, and then like once you get to a certain point, you could be cashing weekly. I think that's pretty cool. I don't know. It's a fun format, and it also like kind of makes you think completely different about the game. And I think that's like, I don't know, it's cool. So anyways, I'm just rambling about how much I enjoy what I'm doing, and can't go wrong with that. I can talk about this stuff all day. I love it. A lot of fun playing best ball, playing Underdog, playing DFS in general. And, fantasy football is just fun. I'm going to miss it for a while, but I'm still going to be chatting about it. And the best part about best ball is we'll still be drafting it here soon. So, I mean, we could still get some. I mean, it's not as fun when it's not as close to the season or the season isn't going, but it's really fun just to like kind of get some takes out there. Be like, hey, I love Tyjae this year. Like, I don't know what price Tyjae is going to be at next year, but I feel like going heavy on him is something I'm going to want to do depending on his price. He has a lot of juice. He looks like a fun player, and they never give anyone work on Tennessee. And if Henry's gone, Spears could be pretty sick. So, anyways, hope you all enjoyed this build and battle week 18, the last week of the season. Good luck in everything you're doing. Have a great weekend. Enjoy yourself. Be safe out there. And I'll see you guys sometime next week with some more content, and then we're also going to be doing some playoff. We're going to do some playoff best ball. We're going to do some FFPC playoffs. Good sesh. Happy early birthday. Cheers, Adam. Thank you. That will be fun. Yeah, playoff best ball. We're going to do some FFPC playoff contest. We're going to do a recap of the season. I'm going to go over lessons, and then over the off season, I'm going to get TVP back in the saddle, and we're going to be doing some dynasty talk, and we're just talking football, having a good time, and just like talking about guys we like. Maybe this will be my first year. Well, maybe I'll jump into rookies and like really look at, and like maybe be a tape grinder, man. Who knows? I might just try to like learn and like try to get better at like analyzing players a bit better. I'm not going to be a pro at it anytime soon, or maybe not at all, but I think it'd be cool to kind of get the eye test on players and look at it more, because that's not something I've done a lot of. So anyways, especially if we're doing dynasty content, looking at those rookies is a big deal. And so anyways, appreciate everyone hanging out today. Christopher, Adam, peace out. Have a good one. Joss as well. Appreciate all the support and love. It's a new year, but we'll still be grinding here on Finding Value Fantasy. So appreciate everyone hanging out, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Good luck.